for the one and only diva of blues and soul, Miss Priscilla Praise. And in the party
Blues Factory
Yes,
friends.
yes, good
You
evening.
are watching WJZZ Cool TV,
Yes.
live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other top media, social media platforms.
What you
Y'all know
like
what
us,
I'm trying to
follow
say.
us, share,
Exactly.
comment, and subscribe. And we'd like to thank you for watching WJZZ. That's what you're watching now.
The coolest
TV
station
in the
in
world.
the world. You're watching the Blues Factory.
Yes.
And first of all, I want to say good evening and thank you for tuning in. We have a special guest, but before I get to my special guest, you know I have to do my commercials.
That's what you got to do our stuff.
I have to do my thing, baby. Got to do my thing. We got, don't forget that tonight at 9 o'clock, you got Sonic Soul.
Sonic Soul. Oh.
With Gerald Rockstar and
Gracie.
And they are coming to you live tonight as well. And he's going to talk to you about the blues show that's going to Laura, Mississippi.
Oh, yes, the bus.
Yes, the blues show.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to get that out the way. And also, I want to talk about the first annual blues show in Muncie, Indiana.
Muncie.
Ball State.
Yes.
We got, she got some bad folks on this show.
Yes.
Bad News.
Who's on this lineup?
Bad News.
Bad News.
Magic One. Westler. TK Soul. Wendell B. J. Sine. Alvy Holly. He know his name. Hollywood. And my man, Sir Charles Jones.
Charles, you know what? Ain't nobody bad like you, Sir Charles.
Sir Charles Jones. And all of this stuff is coming up. Listen, thank God we are all back to work.
Yes, we're trying to get back to normal.
And trying to, get all of these concerts going where we can have ourselves a good time. And tonight, we have a special guest in the house.
Yes.
I never heard of these guys before until I went on YouTube, baby, and let me tell you, he was playing some funky song on the guitar. I don't know which one of y'all was playing the guitar. But baby, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you.
Well, let's do this first. Let's play this clip. Nephew.
Okay, go ahead.
Derek. Nephew. I love him, Derek. Ain't nobody bad like you, nephew.
You plug it back in? This clip on.
You think of any desperate time that you be feeling bad. Well, someone always says to you, life's too short to be sad. So you take those words to heart and apply them logically. If I will always be the sad, but life's too short to be here. You ever get the feeling you just want to lose? It's not like you wanted that or had a chance to choose. And when you thought the worst had come and you would live through it, well, that's when all fate said, son, you ain't seen nothing yet.
All right, man. What's the name of it?
I couldn't hear the audio in here, but I think that was Life's Too Short to Be Moved.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce to you Big B
Yes.
and the actual.
The actual proof.
What y'all proving?
You know what? I'm glad you asked that.
Yes.
The actual proof means that belief and practice of a religion's doctrines produce positive results in one's life and daily affairs and in society. It's a Buddhist thing.
Okay.
I'm a Nichiren Buddhist.
Okay.
And that's the thing.
I'm a Baptist.
You know what? I love it. I'm married to a Lutheran pastor.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
Now, guys, introduce yourselves.
Okay. I am Brian Big B Burleson.
And I'm Mitch Sharp.
All right.
I'm guitar
And what do you
and
play?
vocals.
I'm the bass player.
Bass player. You look like a bass player. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah. He's
Yes. All right. First of all, I want to ask you. You belong to the Detroit Blues Society?
We belong to the Detroit Blues Society and also a couple of the blues societies, in particular Capital Area Blues Society in
That's
Lansing.
in Lansing, yes.
It is. I want to plug them relentlessly because we're representing them in Memphis at the International Blues Challenge
yes.
in about a month.
Okay, because I'm an honorary member of the Detroit Blues Society.
yes.
Deservedly so.
I received my Lifetime Achievement Award as well as some other Terry Thunder.
Yes. Yes.
And Joe
Detroit's
Hunter.
on in the pocket.
Yes, I received mine. But I want to talk about you. I talk enough about me. The Blues Challenge. When did you set out to do that?
You were 3-time nominees. 3 times?
Well, those are Detroit Music Awards.
Okay.
You know,
Detroit
and
Music
that
Awards.
goes back some years at this point. But as far as the Blues Challenge, we represented Detroit in 2017. We won.
Okay.
And then that put us in the International Blues Challenge in 2018. So we got to go down to Memphis. We made it to the semifinals that year. So that means we were in the top 30-something bands out of over 200.
Oh, wow.
We made a strong cause down there, did not make the finals, but learned a lot, had a blast. For those who have any interest in it, the International Blues Challenge really is a lot of fun. It's great for blues fans, and it takes place right on historic Beale Street. They shut it down. All the competition takes place at the Memphis Beale Street venues up and down that. So it is a party. And this year is particularly awesome because they had to move it. You know, normally they have this in like January or February, and it can get kind of cold. So now we're having it in May, May 6th through the 9th. So it's going to be perfect. And then the Blues Foundation is having their awards on May 5th, Thursday, May 5th. So it's just going to be a long weekend of partying. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Now, I tell you, there's some partying going on down in Memphis. Let me tell you, baby.
Yes.
It's
When
built
I
for
was
it.
there, woo, I had to lock my door at the hotel.
You always have to lock the door.
Okay. Now, how did you guys get started? That's
Well, you know, I had a group called Big B and the Magic Bullets
okay.
that was around probably from 03 to 09. And our kind of claim to fame in there is in 06, our CD 11 Shots got nominated for the best blues recording during that time.
All right.
Which was an honor, and that was a good record. We still play a lot of that stuff. But I got out of it for a while. You know, life happens,
Yeah.
relationships happen, those kind of
Yes.
things. And, you know, I found myself around 2015 really getting the itch. You know, some things changed in my life, including a divorce. And that really made me kind of assess my life and what made me happy. You know, what my mission was.
Okay.
So I started getting back into doing blues music then. And I had the good fortune of going to see the Holly High School Band during that time. Holly, you know, up the
I
top
know.
part of Oakland County. And
I played at the Holly Hotel.
yes, yes, Holly Hotel is not far from where I live, actually.
Okay. I played there with Johnny Bassett.
Okay, Johnny Bassett.
You know what? They
Right.
are booking gigs there again.
Yeah, wow.
So that may be in your future again. But long story short, I saw Mitch and I saw a drummer there.
Okay.
Who were both excellent musicians, and I recruited them to be my rhythm section for a little while. Eventually, I went back to my old drummer, who's also here tonight and will join us at some point, I think, in the broadcast.
Yes.
But ended up recruiting a pretty young Mitch Sharp at that time to be my bass player.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Well, tell us about you.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Well, when I've been playing music for all the way since 6th grade.
Okay.
I was more classically trained, but when I finally hooked up with Brian, he needed a bass player, and I sort of knew bass, and he pushed me to become a really good player. I credit to where I am to his influence.
Okay, and as far as the blues is concerned, at that age, what do you think?
Honestly,
What did you-
from the moment I started playing it with him, I fell in love with it. I feel like there's a kind of like an untapped potential in
Okay.
there where you can take bass lines, almost like Victor Wooven style, or I'm blanking on the name.
That's all right. That's all right.
But-
That happened to us when we get past 19.
But
That's right. Welcome to the club. That's right. It's a very forgiving club.
Yes.
But long story short, I love the blues. I love the blues. I love playing the blues.
Okay.
And it's one of the few things that we got left that truly brings me joy.
Yeah. And another thing about the blues, blues bring all kinds of people together.
Absolutely.
All
Yes.
kind, black, white, green, yellow, orange, purple. People enjoy the blues.
Yeah.
And I was listening to oh God, I wish I could pull the song up that you guys did. It was a slow blues. And you started out playing, oh man, I don't know what it is, but anyway, I saved it on my computer so I can go back and listen to it and get me a drink of corn liquor.
Now you did one. I think it was "You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet." Was that the name of one of the songs?
No, but
That's not it.
we
That
can
might-
probably figure out what it is at some point.
But it was a funky song. It kind of reminded me of looking at you guys being a three-piece, band, the gypsy thing, Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad-
So now you probably know which one I'm talking about.
That is Life's Too Short to Be Me because you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
that was
is-
the-
is-
in the
is-
lyric.
Is it one of the lyrics in that?
See, I didn't renamed it.
Okay. I want to ask, have you ever played the House of Blues?
No, I have not.
Baby.
I've seen shows. I've seen shows at House of Blues, but I have not played there. That would be
That's-
an ambition of ours, I think.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
thank-
Why
yeah.
are you looking at me like I done played the House of Blues?
You
When I was
you
a-
are
when I
the
was
House
a-
of Blues.
What inspired you guys?
Yes.
That's-
You know, I think like a lot of guys in the '80s, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay.
Stevie Ray
Okay.
Vaughan really was
Yeah.
a catalyst for me in a lot of ways. And Stevie Ray, as an individual, was relentlessly gracious about his influences. I mean, if not for him, I don't become a fan of Buddy Guy. I don't become a fan of B.B. King, and like really get it and see how it fit into his style. Albert King, in particular, if you go back and listen to Live Wire Blues Power, you see where Stevie Ray gets his bends.
Yeah.
And then when you read an interview with Stevie Ray and he talks about playing on David Bowie's Let's Dance, he just says, "I was just trying to put as many Albert King licks as I could on that record." It really started with that. Stevie Ray was a big influence. I got to see him 10 times. I got to meet him once. Got to shake his hand and ended up writing an instrumental about that experience. Stevie Ray, like I said, he's a big catalyst for a lot of people.
And I was hearing some Jimmy, and you did a thing, and you just like, wham, when you just stepped back and it was
Yeah.
still
And
going.
then it
I
came
was
back.
I was like, wow, okay.
There's
I was feeling you.
one of the songs that's on our new record. I don't know that we'll get into it tonight, but it's And we're going to talk about the record a lot, I think, tonight. But
We're going to do a quick
yeah.
sponsor break.
Yeah,
You know,
sure,
you are
sure.
watching live The Blues Factory, streaming on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and all other social media platforms. Like us, follow us, share, comment, and subscribe. And we thank you for being with us, watching WJZZ, the coolest TV.
That's the coolest station in the world.
Well, you know
Ain't said nothing about no
that happens
daggone
when you
TV.
get our age. See what happened when you're 19?
Clean your glasses. This is the stuff I have to go through
The
with.
coolest
Station in the
world.
Anyway, thank you for watching
Yes.
WJZZ Cool TV. Now, do we have another a video or a song or something?
Well,
that we
if you want to play a clip off of our record, I can kind of explain this while you get comfortable doing that. But let me explain our record a little bit.
Okay.
We've got a record that's coming out soon and is going to be available.
Okay.
And by available, I mean we'll be selling it in person
Okay.
at the Backyard Boogie. That's going to occur
Be
here
here.
at the Ralston Building,
Right.
just behind the Ralston Building, on May 1st. And that event's going to go from 3 to 9 p.m. We're going to tear it up, and we'll be playing a lot of stuff off this new record of ours, and we'll have it for sale.
Okay.
But this particular album comes out of a love of movies
Okay.
and a love of the blues, and kind of a marriage of those two things. Our catchphrase for the record is film noir meets blues guitar.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
what you have are kind of the storylines that are inherent in a film genre called film noir. So a lot of those are considered like gangster movies, heist movies, things like that. And those are still being made today. You know, it's a genre that exists even if it's in color. I'll give you an example. There was a film that was made in Detroit during the pandemic that's on HBO Max called No Sudden Moves.
No sudden moves.
And it's absolutely a film
Yes.
noir. It's absolutely a film noir. So
It's good, too.
it is.
it's good,
It is.
too.
And yeah, it's amazing how
I'm a TV bug.
how accurate they make it. Even though I mean, you can't tell that it wasn't shot in the 50s. You know,
Right.
They really were. It's one of those things where you're
I'm
like,
gonna have to make
yes,
sure I check that out.
yeah,
And
it's
I
very
tell you,
good.
it was cut down there. You know where the train go around, but over there near
old
Cliff
station.
Bells. It was near Cliff Bell. I can't think of it. I think there was a Park Avenue or something like that. It was down in that area.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Definitely check that out.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's excellent. But that is an example of what film noir is. So our 10 songs, in one way or another, demonstrate storylines and characters and things like that are common in film noir. The song Red Carpet is something that was the first song that was written. It's what made the noir album happen.
Okay.
You know, it was like, hey, there's something to be done here. I could do a whole record of ideas that are film noir. So Red Carpet is inspired by a 1997 film you might have seen called L.A. Confidential. L.A. Confidential had Russell Crowe, Kim Basinger, Kevin Spacey, but it takes place in L.A. and it's based on a James Ellroy book.
Okay.
By the same name. But what's important about it as far as the plot of the song Red Carpet is one of the subplots in LA Confidential is that these young women go out to Hollywood pursuing, you know, stardom and fame, and they end up falling into the world's oldest profession.
Yeah.
And,
Hookers.
yeah, that's the story of Red Carpet. The gal in it, Simone, gets a little too big for her own good and thinks that she can blackmail people. And yeah, the chorus is, she always said she would end up on the red carpet. She always said that she would be in pictures and lights, and then at the end of the song, she meets her end. So
So she was on the red carpet, laying
would-
down on
exactly.
Red
Okay,
carpet.
are you guys are you gonna be doing any movies or anything?
We are working on a video for this song right now that will be in black and white.
Okay.
We're very pleased with the results right now. it's going to look, like the classic film noirs.
Okay.
We've shot at a couple locations, and it's going to be cool.
You have a spot in there for a black girl?
Yeah.
I gotta find you a black girl.
I know some cool black girls too. So, yeah.
I tell you, listen, I like to have fun. I enjoy it because, see, I've been doing this for over 50-something years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a singer. I'm an
Actor.
I'm an entertainer. I'm
Yes.
an actor.
Yeah.
I have did films. I did short films. Did plays. I did. He was
Yeah.
in a play with me, but I've been doing this for over 50-something years. In August, I'll be 75. Do I look it? No.
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 Well, all right.
Anyway, when you get ready to do your film, are you doing it now? Your video?
Yeah, we're working on it now.
Working on it now?
Okay, that's being filmed where?
A few locations.
Okay.
A few
In
locations.
Detroit? Detroit and
Up by us. And
Up
we've
near
got
Holly.
we've got a spot in Shelby Township that we're
Okay.
going to be filming
Okay.
at soon as
Okay.
well. Yeah,
Wow.
like I said, we're excited about it.
Okay, we got to put you out, Mitch.
What's up?
We're going to put you out and bring
All right.
Yeah, we'll bring Aaron.
All right.
Aaron.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
and
for
we're gonna
having
have
me.
you back before the show is
yeah,
over.
I'm bringing you back in.
Fantastic.
You got to
Yes.
get a bass player or something too.
We got to get a drummer some now.
We're gonna get a drummer or something now.
Yes.
If it's possible to cue up that song, we can listen to Red Carpet.
Red
It's,
Carpet?
Yeah, it's I think a little over 4 minutes, but that'll give people a taste of what
Yes.
what the record's like.
Okay.
Hey.
Heard you guys having a good time. I hope
Oh,
you
we're
can
having
keep
a
pace
ball.
with that.
All right.
Um,
It's in. I'm just not hearing it.
nephew Derek.
Are we on?
We're trying to play his song, Red Carpet.
Yeah. Volume's up.
I think it's playing.
All right.
Okay.
It's also got
Please
our
play.
audio too. So.
I'm just not
Pushing the chord, the song is not playing.
Pushing the chord. He said the song is not
do it
playing.
again. I'm gonna
All right.
I'm gonna re-cue it.
We're going to start it over, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Okay. See, what we should have did was had you to bring your guitar in and play it.
Oh, I'm telling
Could have done that.
Yes.
you. Oh, let's see.
All right.
Okay, so way up.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work, we can just go back to talking. It's good to have time with you guys. So.
Yes. And I'm having a ball.
This.
We heard of
Yeah.
We're having a ball, baby. Listen.
Is that?
It's
You got it in the right spot.
We got tech support.
tech support up. Stay tuned. We got a little. Now, see, this he know what he's doing.
Some stiff alcohol. Had her first job in no time at all. She always said she would end up on the carpet. She always said her life would be pictures and lights. Someone was a girl who stood getting her way. Too much too soon when words she could say. When she could introduce him, she blackmailed the rest with black and white photos of her at best. And they don't give us cause for what she could do. Oh no! But you know if they did, they'd have to forbid the words that would be in her views. out of her league and in way too deep. For the price of a silence, she'd shake heaven down. Don't cross the men who run Tinseltown. Don't do it, Simone. You don't wanna mess around out in Hollywood. So when the police came to take her body away from that bloody red carpet, one just had to say, what a shame and a waste, if you know what I mean. Check her footprints, get shots of the scene. She always said she would end up on the red carpet. She always said her life would be pictures and lights. She was right.
Right. All red carpet.
So there you have it. And this, that's the cover of the record. If you want,
This is the
Okay.
cover.
if you want to share that,
Can you
or I,
do it better? You can hold it behind you like you did before.
Yeah, if you
Um,
can put it up on that screen that's behind us. There we go.
No, that's front.
There we go.
there
you
you
go.
go.
There it is.
Yes.
So that's
That's the cover of the album.
That's the cover of the record. Album art by Mark Nishon, who did great work for us there. Another plug that I gotta give is we were fortunate to work with a guy who was a sound man at Callahan's in Auburn Hills.
Okay.
Peter J. Peter J.
Peter J.
Produced this record, and I'll tell you what,
Callahan's.
Okay.
he is a badass. It's been a bargain for us to work with that dude because we got New York good production.
He recorded, mixed, mastered.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
man.
he wore a
So-
lot of hats on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
Now you tell us who you are and what you do.
My name's Aaron Pittman, and I'm
Okay.
the
Hey,
drummer.
Ryan,
I play
the
drums.
drummer.
The drummer.
So yeah, Mitch, Brian, me, and Peter J.
Well,
recorded
I
it.
know who you are, but I want my people to know who you are.
Well, I met Brian. Thank you. I met Brian back around 2004, and it was Big B and the Magic Bullets. 4-piece, 5-piece, 6-piece, then
Yeah,
down to
we-
a 3-piece, and then I rejoined again 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
And,
I'd say an 18.
Yeah, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3-piece. Been us this whole time.
Okay, and you took off for,
Back before.
you know I'm nosy as hell.
Oh, I had just bought a house and I was
Okay.
dabbling in other music.
Oh, okay.
But I caught up with Brian at a show and reconnected, and been 4 years then.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, Aaron has always been supportive even when he wasn't in the band. So, he saw us, when we won Detroit in '17, and
Yeah.
Okay.
came out when we had our fundraiser from Memphis. He came out and sat in on a song. So it's always been an easy fit to work with him. He's a great
Yes.
drummer, good guy, and yeah.
Wow.
And it's fun being in a trio. You know,
Oh,
you,
yeah,
trios
you,
are
you were
nice.
you were talking about like Hendrix Band of Gypsies.
Yeah, the Band
you
of
know,
Gypsies.
that's
God,
that's a
that's
thing right
funky.
there.
Yeah.
There's a track that I don't think we'll play tonight, but there's a track on the record that unashamedly has a Band of Gypsies vibe to it. It's very Machine Gun.
Oh,
The subject matter of it is based completely on Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver is considered a film noir. You know, the Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro movie.
Caller. We got a caller calling
We
in.
got a
Come
caller
on,
coming in.
accept the caller.
When we didn't tell him yet.
We didn't even, and they're calling in. Caller, what do you want to talk about?
He wants to know what he won.
Hello.
Come on, caller.
Hey, how you guys doing? Listen, I just wondered, I heard of this band. Are they going to be working around Detroit anytime soon?
Yeah. Yep. Of note, we're playing May 1st here at the Backyard Boogie.
Okay, back here.
And that's 3 to 9 p.m. And we're going to play a lot, pull out all the stops that day. Our next gig coming up is Saturday, April 16th at a place in Eastern Market called Lager House Number 5. It's our debut at that place.
Call us.
Okay.
Tell us who you are.
Don't be afraid.
He may have
Shut off my volume.
'Cause we can still hear you, caller.
Tell us who you are.
Tell us who you are.
Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you are.
I'm Steve from the lobby.
Oh,
That's Lobby Steve.
get off my phone.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for calling.
Yeah, he's keeping us on task.
Yes.
Yes,
I want to ask you.
Anyway, you're doing a good show, guys. Good show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks for
Thank
calling.
you.
Okay.
I want to ask you guys.
Okay, bye.
You said you're going to be April
April 16th is a
at
Saturday.
Easter Market.
Yeah.
Lager House
number
5.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then May
May 1st,
1st here.
yeah, I'll be Backyard Boogie.
First Sunday of May.
Yeah, well,
we
I'll
do-
be announcing it on my shows until then.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, we'll,
You know,
we'll try to
I'll
get
make
you all that
sure.
information.
That I announce it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Station break. Hey, you are watching The Blues Factory live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. We want you to like us, follow us, share, comment, and subscribe. And we thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world.
Yes. And you're gonna be here, and you leave for.
We leave for Memphis. Actually, we're going to leave May 5th. And if I could, I'll talk about that event a little bit. For those who are not familiar with the International Blues Challenge, the Blues Foundation, which is based in Memphis, Tennessee, puts on this annual competition. I believe this is the 37th annual. And it is a worldwide thing. So they have representatives from generally over 200 blues societies, both here in the United States and from around the world. To qualify, within each of those blues societies, they've had a competition of their own. Sometimes those go 2-3 rounds, get to a finals, and then, they declare a winner. And that's who comes to Memphis to represent that. We won their annual Blues Brawl back in October, which, sends us down there.
Brawl.
Yeah,
That
it was
must
a brawl.
Yeah.
Put them up. But yeah, we won that, and that's what's putting us down in Memphis. The way it works down in Memphis is pretty cool. They have 2 nights of quarterfinal rounds, and it's a judged competition. So that's how you advance. So there's 9 venues that are on
2 nights
Beale
are
Street.
cumulative.
Yeah,
and they
that
take the best
host.
out of those.
So, if you score well in the quarterfinal rounds, you go to the semifinal rounds. This year, that'll be on a Sunday. So the semifinal rounds, if you come out of that, they end up with the 9 bands that will be in the finals. The finals take place this year on that Monday the 9th at the Orpheum Theater, which is a beautiful, beautiful theater. You could compare it to the Fox or something like that here in Detroit. And that's how they do it. There's a band competition, so there'll be 9 bands in the finals, and then there's a solo duo competition. So, like Lansing, a couple guys named Hilger and DeVos will be representing them, representing Capillary Blues Society in the solo duo category. There's a lot of talent down there. When they get to the finals, when you see the bands in the finals, you tend to see the cream of the crop. One thing that has been interesting to learn about this process from the last time I went down there is I recall that there were bands that played in our venue in the quarterfinal rounds, and I was like, man, those guys are good.
Yeah.
Those guys are going to the finals. And then they didn't make it in the finals. And the reason is there's no way to seed this competition. It's not like the NCAA brackets where you might, based on record, it's just whoever shows up. So they put bands into venues, and you might end up with 5 or 6 killer bands in one venue. 5 or 6 bands that might be good enough to play in the finals, Whereas you might have a band that is pretty good, but doesn't have any competition in their venue, so they've kind of got an easy path to get to the finals.
Right.
Whereas
Different venue,
they
different,
might not have made it another one, or one of those 5 or 6 bands that was in a really fierce competition in another venue could have won any of the other venues and ended up in the finals. So some of it is luck of the draw, But generally in the finals you see some really good bands, and it's just nice in the quarterfinal rounds and the semifinal rounds to go around and have good food, good Everybody is just crazy for it. When we went down there and represented Detroit in 2018, it was just so cool because people were like, Big B! Detroit! You know, they just, and you know, when you represent a music city like Detroit is, I think there's some extra credibility to it, you know?
Yes. I bet you guys had fun too.
We did.
Yeah,
We really
had
did. We
fun.
learned a lot. I know it's going to inform our decisions on how we compete this time, you know, because we paid a lot of attention to how they score things.
I'm gonna
And-
make a call to make sure y'all win.
Yeah, thank you. You know what's funny? You'll like this. The band that won, we went in 2018, and I'm not slandering them here, but this is interesting coincidence. And Steve, who's out there, will have a laugh at this. The band that won was the only band that had a 2-page ad in the program for the IBCs.
Wow.
You know, and you know, in my feeling, they probably weren't the best band that I saw there, but you know, they won. It was kind of a funny coincidence that they ended up walking away with the prize.
Okay, caller, don't forget, call in and talk
Okay,
to Big
that's
B
right.
and
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
See, I almost forgot your name. I was getting ready to call you Eric.
Aaron.
Aaron.
It's
Come
ER.
on, callers, call in and talk to Big B
Yes,
and
come
Aaron.
on.
And
There you
let
go.
them know.
Right there.
The number is right there in the left corner. That's 313.
And y'all got that young
355
whippersnapper playing bass.
60.
Ah,
Hey, do
1
you
8.
think? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
if you got something to say, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's possible, I'd like to share another song from the record if we can cue one up. Track 6 is called "All Bad," and there's a little story behind that.
Oh, bad.
So, "All Bad" is inspired by a little bit of dialogue from a 1947 noir classic called "Out of the Past."
Live version from Green Door.
Somebody must have dropped you on your heart.
Yes. That's the one I was listening to.
And no one's left but me to testify.
Dug you to get
Evil,
this slogan.
you're crazy.
Ow.
Oh, the life of the party, scandalous and shameless, booming your way through china shops, eternally blameless. A victim crying near a smoking gun, and somehow always the innocent one. Maybe your mama didn't
Yeah, that was, what was
love a
the name of
little
that
The name of
song?
that song's "All Bad."
All bad. That's
Oh,
me.
bad. Yeah.
That's me.
Bad to the bone.
To the bone, baby. That's me. All bad. Honey. All bad.
Yeah.
That's me. Before I talk to Aaron, I want to talk to Aaron. I want to let everybody know that
Yes.
Idlewild. Have you ever been to Idlewild?
I have not.
Baby, let me tell you, Idlewild annual Homecoming Jazz and Blues Festival, Saturday, August the 6th, at John Meeks Park in Idlewild, Michigan. The event has, oh baby, like I said, you youngsters, y'all can get a bus and go to these blues concerts and these rock and roll concerts. Go to Idlewild and get
Yes.
some history.
Yes, indeed.
And they start, I think it's next month,
Next
in
month,
May.
yeah.
They start having different events. They have horseback riding, motorcycle riding.
Nice.
They have all of this stuff going on in Idlewild. And if you've never been to Idlewild, it's a black resort. But
that much I
listen,
had heard. Yeah.
baby, go to Idlewild. And I'm gonna make sure that I give my people your number and how they can get in touch with you guys
Oh, that would be so
They
To,
really
appreciated.
love
Thank
the
you.
blues.
come to Idlewild,
Yes.
because if you've never been to Idlewild, let's take your fishing poles with you. Go down by the lake and fish. Or either take your cooler and go by the lake and drink. But Idlewild is the place to be from May to the end of September.
Good
They
weather.
They
Good
have.
times.
Yes. People come from all over.
Yes.
All over. They got land up there that they have built homes on, beautiful homes. They got cabins.
And a new developer that's up there now.
Exactly. He's a basketball or football player.
I think it's football.
I think a football
He's
player.
leaning toward football.
Anyway, they are developing up
Redoing
there.
that club. The name of
The
club?
Red Rooster,
The Red Rooster.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
the Flamingo.
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 Yes, that's what
Yes.
he's redoing.
Yes,
It's under-
that's
it's
where they
under
used to have the
remodel,
showgirls with
construction.
the big feathers and the
Ah,
pretty
yeah.
costumes, on like they do in Vegas
Uh-huh.
back in the day when he was born.
When she was doing that.
But anyway,
With the feathers.
Idlewild is a place to try to get into. Now I'm pretty sure that they're all booked this year. But maybe you guys can get on for next year. But I'm gonna take your information and send it to my people up there, because see, I'll be there on the 6th. I've been going to Idlewild since 2004, and every year I may skip a couple of years. Carla, talk to me, Carla. Come on, talk to me. Hello.
Come on, Carla. We saw you flashing. Are you there, caller?
Hey, how are you?
All right.
I'm fine and fancy. How are you?
I'm good, Priscilla. I'm good, Al.
All right.
See you
He
tonight.
sounds good.
I'm loving y'all's show, man. I'm loving the guests, man. Big Brian doing his thing. I'm proud of him. And I can't wait to have him on our show tonight.
Copycat.
Get it.
Y'all just mad because I got him first.
We say don't make no
But
difference
you
who's
know,
on first, what's
Priscilla,
on second.
I
Just
tell
be
you
on.
what, I'm learning a lot on your show about what I need to do on our show tonight. That's what I'm doing. So, you opening up the book, you educate me. You educating Sonic Soul, and I tell you what, it couldn't be no better host and co-host to educate Al Brayson.
You know what?
Get off my phone.
I love y'all. I'll
You know
see
we
y'all
love
tonight.
you, man.
Love you too, baby.
Yes,
See you
and
tonight.
thank you.
All right, take
All
care.
right, Aaron, talk to us. Tell us what you think. How do you feel about Big B and Mitch?
They're a joy to play
Oh,
with.
I love
Yeah.
loving it.
We practice to keep tight. We practice to keep loose. We doing shows 2 times a month.
I know.
This weekend a
Yeah.
third time. Steady gig at Up North Bar in Livonia, off 7 Mile. Jim O'Neill, great owner. I went there with some other friends. They were practicing. This is over in Redford where I live. And I was watching my friend's band practice. And they said, we're going to Up North Bar afterwards. Why don't you join us? So I do. And Jim, the owner, is a real chatty type. And I get to talking. And I said, well, I play in a blues band. He goes, okay, come on up. Give me a card. Give me some music. And I do. And he calls back, says, I like it. I'll put you on a Wednesday. And we play on a Wednesday. And he comes up after and says, no, you need to be on Saturday night. And we did Saturday, like, I think 14
Yeah,
months
we
in a
had a
row.
residency there. Kind
It was really
really
Wow.
nice. Yeah.
You know, I stopped doing bars. Okay, I do festivals, cabarets, concerts, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And only
It's
time,
a different vibe and it's a different feel. You know,
right. Well, see, when you get my age, you can't be running to them bars every night because I can remember working every night of the week.
Yes, we did.
Right.
Yeah.
You can make that one. In
We
one night at a
rehearse,
festival.
leave rehearsal, go straight to the gig.
Straight to the yes, we
And
did.
I'm tired of doing all of that.
Yeah.
I just want to be comfortable, and I won't stop singing.
Yeah.
I will not stop singing. But I do festivals, concerts, cabarets, maybe a private party,
Yeah, basement party.
weddings, and stuff like that. But I just could not. I can't keep up with these. I'm gonna let these young girls, young blues and soul singers, do their thing in them bars, and when they get where I'm at, then they can say, "Hey, been there, done that."
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And we got to do the station break again. You are watching the Blues Factory live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top platforms, social medias. We want you to like us, follow us, share, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Now, I want to get back to the drum. We got to get a drum with some. How long have you been playing?
Drums have always been a part of my life.
Okay.
I'd say even since age 5, just always had
Okay.
something around. I've had times in my life where it was just more of a fun thing to do in the basement, a thing that I didn't really do much, and then things where I took up to a higher level, you know, recording, touring, sustaining playing shows. I have to admit that I'm terrible at practicing on my own.
Who were some of the drummers that you looked up
Inspired.
to and inspired you?
As a kid, definitely John Bonham.
Okay.
I did like AC/DC growing up, so Phil Rudd. And
Okay.
he just always played it straight, you know, heavy,
Okay.
hit that snare
Okay.
hard, you know. Actually, about age 18, got into industrial music. And William Reifland, who did pass away a few years ago, he played in a bunch of industrial bands, but he always had a nice tight beat. There was a cleanness to him. Martin Atkins was another one. He was more bombastic.
Okay.
Yeah. But, blues-wise, you know, and I always forget on the name, the drummer for Stevie Ray,
Chris Layton.
Chris Layton.
Chris Layton.
Following stuff by him. I've been watching a lot of Bernard Purdy, the Purdy Shuffle.
Okay.
Lately, just
Right.
and he makes it look so. He just like
Yeah.
it's just bouncing,
Effortless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he breaks it down, like wow, it's really he's just playing a 3/4 shuffle.
Mhm.
He's just giving it reverb to make it sound like,
Yeah.
you know, the eighth notes on top of it to drive it on a different pattern. So good stuff like that.
Yeah. Right.
Wow, you enjoy what you do?
I do. Yeah. It's getting to the gig, setting up the drums, you know, having that 15 minutes ready. Okay, let's play, you know, and then playing for an hour. And,
How long it take you to set up your drums?
not long because I actually have a very tiny kit.
Okay. Now, what kind of kit you had?
I got a Ludwig Breakbeats.
Okay, I saw
He
that.
got a toy to himself.
They've got now. I've got to mention. You get a chance to check this out. It's from Tama, and it is a drum set that I saw in New Orleans, and it is called the Cocktail Jam.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
with the kick drum underneath, and then the tom on top.
Yeah. A big long tom and snare off to the side. Like a club
Yes,
kit. Yeah.
and it's club. I mean,
That's
it-
my grandson's drum set.
No, this thing is awesome. You put a mic on the kick drum, and let me tell you, everything fits in one bag.
Right.
That's awesome.
You know, they got to change. You know, we can't carry all those big drums around anymore unless they've got it. You know, it's already set up in back
A
line.
long time ago, I realized hauling all those drums, at the end of the night, that's not fun to haul them back home, back into the house, go to bed.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with a smaller kit.
That's why I don't want to do bars. I don't want my band. Well, they do. They play in bars, but I don't.
Right.
But I had got tired of my band going, sitting up, playing all night, breaking that stuff down, and driving
home at
over.
3 o'clock in the
And
morning.
then they don't want to pay any money. See, I refuse. I can stay home and play with the kids' daddy. Anyway, we gotta call Mitch.
Bass player Mitch.
Because our time is getting down. But I want to play one of my songs for you.
Yeah, please.
I want you to hear. As soon as he get it plugged up and set up, I want you to hear one of my songs. I got Barbara Mandrell's horn players are playing behind me on my CD.
If you want Mitch, I'll go watch this with Steve. He's got that pulled up.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll send Mitch in.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's get Mitch. This is going to.
Matter of fact, I went over to see those when I went to Paris. The horn players, the horn section, they went with us
Oh,
to
that's
Paris.
awesome. When you recorded this, where'd you record it at?
North Carolina.
Oh, yeah?
North Carolina. Rock House Records. Roy Roberts. I used to record for King Snake Records down in Florida. But after Bob Greenlee died, Roy had opened up his own recording studio, my producer. And we did the Watch Yourself. And then I have an old school medley that I did here. And I got all the old songs with you, which you heard the beginning of it when
Detroit
When
Song in
the
the
show
Pocket.
started?
yes. We would travel to North Carolina, you know, and we did this Watch Yourself, and then I told Roy, I said, instead of doing a whole new album, let's do a collection of all my stuff. So we got that's the collection right there.
Gotcha.
And it was awesome. And you know, like you said, you sell yours on the gig. I sell out.
Yeah.
I sell out.
Yeah.
On the gig. You know,
The one and only Kwame, when he holds them up.
I did a thing down in West Virginia, which is my home. And while I was on the stage, I was letting people know that they could get the CDs from the guy walking around. He couldn't move fast enough for the people. You know, and he sold out of CDs. So people said, well, how can we get it? I said, well, we'll have to send it to you in the mail. But then when I went back this last year, a lot of people said, we didn't get your CD last year, so they got it again. They bought it. I'm trying to see which one I want to do. You better watch yourself. Right there. Yeah, that's the title cut. You better watch yourself. You better watch yourself, boy. I've got my eyes on you. You better watch your walk. You better watch your talk. You better watch your walk, boy. I've got my eyes on you. I've been watching you, boy, for a long, long time. If you only knew what was on my mind. You look so good with that sexy walk. I'm under your spell when I hear you talk. You better watch yourself. You better watch. But I just want you to hear
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the songs that horn players from Barbara Mandrell. I've enjoyed you guys.
We've enjoyed being here. It's
And
an honor.
I know
It's an honor.
that you're going to be on the rest of the evening, so I'm going to go home and
And I'm going to watch it.
so I can watch. I want to see if Al Bracey and them can be as good as I was. You know?
Yeah.
I've enjoyed you guys, and I thank you for hanging out with me this evening.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, thank you.
Huh?
You say we still. We still got just a little more time. Is there something else that you wanted to?
I wanted to ask the bass player what he think he gonna do when they go to Memphis. Are you married?
No.
Oh Lord.
I'm in a
Oh.
very committed relationship, though.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, sweetie, I'm gonna follow him. Make sure he don't get in no trouble for you.
I know she's watching right now, too.
I'm gonna make sure he don't get in no trouble. I'm gonna follow him to Memphis. And I ain't got to worry about the preacher.
Yes.
That's right.
And we'd like to thank you for watching the one and only Blues Factory, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top platforms, social medias. Like us, follow us, share, comment, subscribe. And thank you for watching the Cool
WJZZ Cool
TV, the coolest station in the world.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Holla!
Thank you. Holla!